and we're going to go live on Facebook and on YouTube. So we got both this week.
Cool.
And we're ready to go, guys. Hang on.
Are we live on Twitter also?
Yeah, no, we're not live on Twitter also. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
No.
Shame.
We're not live on Twitter, unfortunately.
Shame.
Yeah, I know. I don't have there's no Pinterest action here as far as Zoom is. I don't think so. Is it Pinterest or whatever it is? I think it's Pinterest.
Pinterest.
So, guys, how we doing? We are live. It is the Sports Nerd Show for the 3rd of May, 2020. And we were 2 guys down last week. We're only 1 guy down this week. Thanks to Elliot being back. Thank you, Elliot. Hope you're feeling better. Good to see you. Bob is down for the count again this week. I don't know what's going on. But it is what it is. So, like I said, we're going live on YouTube and on Facebook tonight. So I've got both of them up.
How did the show go last week?
Show was fine last week. We had a good time last week.
Right.
Yeah, we had a good time last week.
You know what? Can I just say something off the top?
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to Ken for coming up with something that's totally innovative. Because I'll tell you what, that outfit he wore last week is better than any PPE you can get for the frontline workers to stop that coronavirus. Because I wouldn't go near that suit and that hat.
I'll tell you what, if I can't be in Hawaii, I don't at least like to look like it anyway.
Hey, what's the count in Hawaii? What's the death count over there?
I have no idea.
Anyway, yeah, when I tuned into the recording and I saw Ken in that outfit, I was like, yeah, he ain't getting no COVID-19.
Our broadcast.
Dude, what are you doing?
I'm not doing nothing. A live feed.
Why do you keep cutting out?
I don't know why.
Dude, it's this. You guys and your PCs, man. Just get a Mac, for God's sakes.
No.
I mean, it's easy. It's simple. It works. Look at this. Live. There it is. It's gone again.
Yeah. Is it gone again?
Yeah. Just live video interrupted. The video has been paused.
Live on YouTube.
YouTube. Who the hell?
What the hell's going on? All right, let me do this. Let me get rid of YouTube because I'm not going to do YouTube.
Yeah, get rid of. Why would you go on YouTube, man?
Let's just do Facebook and leave it alone. Might be using up too much bandwidth that way. Let's try it again. Hopefully that works. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties.
You need to powwow with your production team, dude.
Yeah, it's you got to restart it, dude.
Really?
It's done on Facebook. It's not. Everybody's trying to refresh and they can't get anything.
Zoom may be having some issues today because I couldn't. We're supposed to have a meeting this morning. I couldn't get on Zoom.
All right, let's try this again. We're just stop the live stream.
Yeah, I gotta exit and then come back. So I'll be right back.
Let's just stay live on Facebook. I don't know why it's not working. I do not know why. I don't have.
Well, to hear John tell it, it's because you got a PC.
Okay.
If you don't have a Mac, you just ain't.
Yeah, I know.
Ain't down with it. You know.
I've never had a Mac.
That's everybody's problem.
Really? Yeah, that works. Just start it over again and see if I can get it going.
All right.
Anyway, and Elliot, where'd you go? Oh, where'd John go? Oh, he's got to come back. Is that what he's going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was going to bounce and come back.
Let's see how that works. All right. You got him. Okay. Come on, guys. What's going on with the live feed tonight?
You got your shirt yet, John?
No, the Bills one? No, not yet.
The Diggs and what's the name?
Yeah, the Diggs one, not
Hey,
yet.
look what I got.
I don't know what's going on with the live feed, guys. I don't know. I don't think it's me.
Yeah.
I think it's Facebook.
It's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Like I said, I think it may be Zoom because, like I said,
Oh no, this could be a
Zoom
collector's
didn't
item because they might not have football in 2020.
couldn't get through to it.
Right, yeah, right. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Does the coronavirus affect computer streaming?
No, it doesn't.
I think it does, man.
I think it may.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with the feed. I'm
It's
sorry.
it is a
fine.
virus.
The feed is fine on Facebook now.
Yeah, I'm seeing live on
Yeah,
Facebook
it's fine
now.
on Facebook. You got to give me permission to record again. Sorry.
All right. Let's hope it
Thanks,
stays.
man.
Okay. Okay. Cross your fingers.
So
So,
then I'm gonna go to the closest source
okay.
to this particular question. Ken,
Yes.
what the fuck is Andy Dalton all about?
Yay! Starting off the Sports Nerd Show with Andy Dalton.
There you go.
What's that all about, yo?
I think
Come on, you the Dallas guy. What's that all about?
I think they signed him to light a fire under Dak's ass.
He's already got a franchise tag on his ass. What they need to like?
Franchise tag for $31
What in
million,
the
and he hasn't
hell?
signed it yet. He wants to be the richest quarterback in NFL history, and he's got
Well, yeah, but
nothing in his
he's not
Yes,
resume.
because
to
Dak
show it.
Prescott is worth it.
We're about
So,
to
but
find
what if
out.
he stubs a toe and Andy Dalton comes in and becomes the next Tom Brady
How about that
in Dallas?
in Dallas?
Yeah, somehow I don't think it's going to happen. But you know, but they were saying all
Nobody
along.
thought Tom Brady was going to happen either, but you know.
Right. Well, no, but they were talking all day yesterday and today about they're going to
20 years
get
later, we're still talking about the motherfucker.
they're going to sign Andy Dalton to a contract, but they haven't signed Dak to one yet. So I mean,
He's trying to go save a perennial loser.
Yeah.
Got 4 quarterbacks now in camp, so I don't know. One person who hasn't had a statement on this so far is Dak. So I don't know if his agent's telling him to keep it on the kibosh or what. But I don't know. I mean,
That's a weird
Tell you
sign.
what.
he's still got
I'll
a
tell
few
you
years
what.
to go. I mean,
The high-powered offenses are going to be in the NFC.
yes.
I'll
I think
tell
so.
you right
Yeah,
now, because they've
agreed.
got
Except
some
for Kansas City.
offenses in that fucking conference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Outside
The
of
only
Kansas
one,
City.
yeah, the only one in the AFC I think can keep up with the offenses in the NFC is Kansas City.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse
Oh,
me.
I'm sorry.
Now you're just dissing.
Okay.
Maybe those guys in
Now you're just
Buffalo,
dissing one of your co-hosts here.
Now that Brady, now
What
that
are we,
Brady's no
chopped
longer
liver?
in New England.
I mean, come on. Let's go it up. Come on.
You're not chopped liver yet.
I
Not yet.
still don't think that Buffalo has gotten to that offensive level yet where I can say it's a
You're
juggernaut.
not with Kansas City.
You
no.
know where they need to go. Dawson Knox needs to take a major step forward. Their tight end position needs to go. If that, then it opens everything up. Like having those the Thunder and Lightning as they're calling the backfield,
Right.
and then you got Diggs, you got Brown, you got Beasley. That's great. That's fantastic. But what about the big tight end, right? You need that tight end. So if Dawson Knox takes that step, Buffalo's to the moon.
Well, Tampa's got 4 on the roster, John. You can have one of ours if you want. You can't have Gronk, but you can have one of ours.
Do you really believe that Brady would have had all his success without Gronk?
No.
He was a safety valve,
probably not.
man.
I mean,
Him and Edelman both.
if you
Even
want
Wes
Cameron-
Welker.
If you want Cameron Braid or O.J. Howard, go get him. I mean, you know.
By the way,
Think about Brady. Brady never had that. Like he'd bomb it every now and again and get that long, but it was always those stupid little 5 to 6, 7 yard passes that turned into 20 yards.
Yeah, because it was the Edelman going yard after the catch as well as Gronk going yard. after the
Wes
catch.
Welker too.
Yes.
Same exact model, man. Like,
Edelman hasn't signed with Tampa yet.
No.
yeah, I know. Yeah, he's coming. Don't worry.
He's in the pipeline.
I know, right?
Tampa Bay. I'm
Tell you
just
what,
dude,
though.
I'm
coming to
Vegas
save-
on all, man.
We're all coming to save Tom Brady.
But what the hell's
Wherever
going to happen
Gronk-
in New England, though? Like Andy Dalton, that's where he was going, right? Like they were going to sign him.
I don't know.
They're going to ride out with
I never-
that no-name dude. Stedman
I don't
or
know
whatever.
what
It's Stedman, yeah.
Stedman.
And they didn't draft a quarterback. They didn't draft a quarterback.
It's Stidham.
They're
Stidham.
saying now that
Yeah.
possibility New England may go after Cam. Give them
Stedman,
two
isn't that-
Auburn
that's
quarterback.
Oprah. Hey, ain't that Oprah's boyfriend, Stedman? What's his name?
Stedman's Auburn.
Yeah,
Cam's
whatever.
Auburn. Neither
I
one of them
really
started at
No,
Auburn.
Stidham went to Auburn. Yes, Stidham to go to Auburn. He might. And
Started at Baylor, went to Auburn.
Cam hasn't signed anybody yet, so we never know.
I need him to go to L.A. Just go to L.A., buddy.
He should have already been there. I don't
Chargers
know.
drafted their quarterback.
So
I
did
know it.
everybody get what they wanted in the draft?
Yeah, man. I got
Absolutely.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, absolutely. We got O-line help. We got safety help.
Or the next time the Cowboys play Buffalo and Stephon lines up and looks across the line of scrimmage at his brother.
That's gonna be cool.
That will be cool.
That will be cool, man.
Hey, bro, how's it going?
Katie.
Fuck no, she says.
Elliot's like, so did everybody get what you wanted in your draft?
Katie's like, fuck no.
I did not. I got
He's
probably
a
the
Packers
position
person.
I didn't need,
She's
but
Green
you
Bay.
know.
She's Green Bay. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all got Jordan Love. Does that mean
Yeah.
Mr. Rodgers is soon to be out of the neighborhood?
She's still pissed at the Packers. She's still pissed at the Packers, she says.
They're going to evict him from the
Best.
neighborhood.
That's the best.
Throw some love into the mix.
That's too freaking funny right there. That's just too freaking funny.
You know, he's going to wind up doing the same thing Brett Favre did. Play in front of this kid for a couple years, then go to a division rival like Chicago, and come
Right.
back and haunt the fucking Green Bay Packers.
Like Brett did in Minnesota.
Exactly.
Some reason I don't
Great.
see Rodgers ever playing for the Bears. I don't know. But,
Well, what's his name
the
didn't
Bears-
sign his 5-year, right?
yeah.
His 5th year. They didn't give it to him.
Oh,
No.
Trubisky, yeah, they
Trubisky,
the
after this
Bears
year,
did not
he's
give
gone.
Trubisky his 5 year. Did not option his 5 year. Same with Fournette, then because the Jacksonville's trying to deal Fournette out of there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it looks
Hey,
like.
I know you guys don't follow wrestling, but beware that Rob Gronkowski is still the 24/7 champion.
Yeah, jeez.
They were talking about that on Sports Center the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was First Take or Sports, one of the two. They were talking about it, and they were talking about wrestling too, about how many different ways he could lose that title on the football field during a game. Like he gets a touchdown and he goes to celebrate.
Yeah.
And somebody knocks his ass out and takes the belt from him. But anyway,
Let's go back a
Brock
couple of years.
is a champion right now.
Let's go back a
But
couple
like
of
I said,
years.
he went
too.
down there to help Brady, man.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kenny. What?
I said, let's go back a couple of years and see what the Bears gave up to get Trubisky. They
Oh,
gave
man.
49ers 3rd and a 4th round that
Yeah.
year, plus a 3rd round the next year.
Yeah.
To grade up for Trubisky, and now they're not going with the.
But here's what I don't get. They got Trubisky.
Yeah.
He's garbage. Okay. But then
One
they
more
got to
year.
get more garbage than Nick Foles.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Nick Foles is probably going to be starting this year, and we
Probably
all
will.
are.
By
We all-
default.
Yeah, we all have the same opinion of Nick Foles. He's great in relief, but he's not a starting quarterback.
No. Somebody's got to take them through the first 12 games before Nick Foles gets
Correct.
But you had that one stretch that got the Eagles to the Super Bowl and to win it,
That's it.
and that's it. I mean, that's
And why? Because he was the freshest quarterback going into the playoffs.
yeah.
Right.
He's a Jeff Hostetler of this generation.
Exactly.
Katie says, "Thank you guys." Katie wants to thank us for reminding her the Bears are still shit. It makes her feel a little bit better.
You're welcome.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
Bears
You guys are still
general
not
manager
reached,
is lucky he still has a job.
you guys still haven't reached Bears' depth of despair.
Well, I mean, their defense is still intact. I mean, you know, when you got Mac back here watching what's going on. I mean, it's going to be.
Yeah.
When you start bringing Lions and Bears into the conversation and making them sound better than your team, then your team's got issues.
Yeah, well,
Lions may be the only reason the Bears don't finish last.
right, because the Lions and Bears are worse than Green Bay. I mean,
Yeah.
that division is going to be between Minnesota and Green Bay for our life.
Minnesota and Green Bay.
I think
All the way
Minnesota
down.
might take that division.
It's very possible.
You're going to have a disgruntled Aaron Rodgers dude playing this season.
Yeah, and when you got Aaron Rodgers playing with a chip on his shoulder, you know damn well things don't turn out well for the opposing team when that happens.
Maybe not.
True. He likes when he gets his fire lit.
Fuck it, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Rodgers probably do the same thing.
Well, the Packers can technically they can trade him after this year and free up $4 million in cap room, but you know you don't.
They better get Jordan Love on the.
Jordan Love is not ready to walk on an NFL football field and play. There's no way. Maybe not even after his rookie season, he's going to be ready. He's got a lot of learning to do. Aaron Rodgers was proof positive that sitting on the bench for a couple of years before you take your snap is a recipe for success.
And that's probably why Rodgers will be there at least 3 more seasons.
Still can't get over the fact that he went so far and dropped so far in that draft that year. And
I know.
And then the losers that were picked before him,
like Alex Smith.
Yeah, well,
that was the 49ers' lousiest fucking utilization of a number 1 pick ever.
Yeah, because he proved himself he was worthy, and when he went to Kansas City,
this was a hometown kid.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you imagine?
Yeah, and Green Bay traded up for Rodgers too because he was dropping quick. But
they traded up for Love too, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. You guys remember
parallels, baby, parallels.
I remember the night he was drafted. I mean, when Packers got him, he was pissed.
Yeah, he was.
He was
extremely pissed.
He almost went in the day because he wanted in day 2.
Yeah, because he wanted the Niners to take him. Alex Smith was the number 1 overall pick in the draft, and Rodgers wanted to play for him.
He was so Bo Callahan.
And you know why? Right? Because he played for Brigham Young, and that was where Steve Young was from. So Steve probably had a little input in there to get Alex Smith. So much for input from a former quarterback trying to be a general manager.
Did you guys happen to watch? I know those of you that have ESPN. Did you happen to watch the special on Alex Smith Friday night?
No, but I saw the clip on it on ESPN.com.
Yeah, that was the shit he had to go through to get to where he is now.
Dude, he almost died off that.
Yeah, he almost died from the infection.
He almost died.
Yep.
He's lucky to still have a leg.
He's lucky to have a leg. Yes.
That is. I never thought I'd ever see an injury worse than Theismann's. But I think
he's definitely.
Because that break was spiral. It wasn't just a straight break. It was a spiral down his leg.
Spiral break.
Yes.
That was a multiple break. That's one of the
ugliest. Not even Theismann's break was that bad.
No, it wasn't.
Because
it's almost
clean.
It's almost as if
it snapped and it went through the skin clean, compound fracture.
Yeah, the most vivid imagery I have of that was when is Lawrence Taylor getting out of the pile, jumping up, going like this.
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
He had to kept showing it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But he had to have felt that leg snap against his body.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He landed on the leg.
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude.
Ah.
That injury, I mean, the pictures they showed that were extremely graphic shows, the results of the staph infection. That almost was like gangrene too.
Yeah, that was black. His leg was
totally black.
Totally black. Yeah.
My God. I had no idea it was that bad. I knew he had broken his leg.
And hats off to Mrs. Smith. How she stood by her man, walked him through that entire dilemma.
He did as much to save his life as his doctors did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did everybody but the Canadian get their stimulus check?
No, I have not gotten mine yet.
Oh, yeah?
I have mine.
I have not gotten mine yet. I'm hoping to get it this week.
Mine is deposited.
Yeah, mine came
Trudeau just announced that he's sending another $300 for the child benefit that we get every month.
Mine came in the mail yesterday.
Yours came in the mail yesterday?
Yeah. And in the little field there, it said economic impact payment.
Mm-hmm.
And below it said, from Donald J. Trump, President of the United States.
From Donald. Was his signature on the check or no?
No, he can't sign a government check. So then they said, after you're done photocopying the check and depositing it to your account, deposit it. So I deposit it. All over his little memo.
Over his little memo.
There you go.
But they sent the letter, because Crystal got the letter. I'm about to get one with his signature on both sides because he sent it in Spanish and English.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I wanted to piss on that one and record it, but
yeah, Katie brought up Bridgewater's injury, and Bridgewater's injury was nasty too.
That was horrific.
Yeah. Yes,
It was actually Bill, but it was close to Katie.
Oh, was it Bill? I'm sorry. Yeah, it was Bill. I apologize. It was Bill.
I know they probably look identical.
No, not the last time I checked it. No.
I'll tell you someone else's injury that looked pretty bad, almost as bad. You remember Kevin Wade at the University of Louisville?
No. On the basketball
final?
court? Yeah.
Yeah, the regional final against Duke.
Yeah, the basketball, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, too, because one of the persons I was listening to on the radio this morning on ESPN said that she was sitting in the end zone seats behind where it happened. And they heard it snap in the crowd.
Ouch.
And that's
Bill Clark says that he and Katie are twins. No, Bill, I don't think so. I always thought Bill was blue, but he wasn't blue. Who was he in chat in MSN, Ken? Bill Clark?
Yeah.
Is it blue? Blue?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's not blue. No, that's not blue.
No.
Blue was Bill's Clarkie.
Oh, Clarkie.
Bill's Clarkie. Yeah.
Okay, I got you now.
Blue is Dave Wells.
Okay, David Wells. Okay.
Dave Wells, yeah.
I don't know why I always get those two mixed up, but I did.
Nope.
Yeah, we're going back in the time machine again, John. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's old people things. I know. I get it. Yeah.
Yep.
Dave Wells lived about 50 miles from me.
Hey, they resemble that remark.
Well, he lived in Tampa for a while, the Tampa area for a while too, didn't he? Didn't David
not
Wells?
that I know of.
No, I thought maybe he lived in
No,
Clearwater.
he's a North Texas guy like me.
Oh, okay.
There was somebody else who lived in Tampa, but I can't remember who it was. No, Army lives there.
Army lives there part time. Yeah, Army lives there part time.
Is Army here yet?
I have not seen him yet. No.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
By the way, hi Katie.
Yes.
Hi Clarkie.
So yeah, I
hi
mean,
Jim, if you're here.
If you guys get a chance to, if you haven't seen it, watch it. I'm sure ESPN will let you watch it online or something like that. But it was pretty interesting how he went through.
Demand.
What's
Everything is on demand. Everything is on demand these days.
Right.
I love it.
And if you can find it, I highly recommend that you watch it because it was.
The other day,
I've seen all I need to see of it.
About a month ago or so, or 2 months ago, I ordered the complete series of Good Times and which is the other one?
That was a good show. That was a good show.
Damn, son.
Married with Children, right?
Yeah.
So they send me the DVDs and all that. I go out and buy the Blu-ray player, blah, blah, blah. So I'm happy now.
No, Bill. Kathy lives on the east coast of Florida.
Freaking go on Netflix or Hulu or whatever. And now because Stars decided to download all these freaking shows, they have them on the freaking streaming.
Yeah.
So I ordered those fucking movies for nothing. Bastards.
Oh darn.
Bastards.
Yeah. What else is going on?
I don't know.
Anybody catch the Super Bowl last night?
Oh, which one?
What?
Which one?
Last year's Super Bowl.
They ran last year's Super Bowl last night?
Yeah, Fox did.
No, I didn't see that. I have been watching a lot of replays. I really haven't.
Yeah, I'm
the
into
entire
it.
halftime show cut out. So.
I can honestly say I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever watched a full replay game.
No,
Like highlights, sure, but I've never sat down and watched like even like the Jays winning the World Series or the Raptors winning. Like I never. I just show me the Kawhi shot. Show me the Joe Carter home run. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I've been spot watching the Lightning road to their Stanley Cup, and it's like I can't get into it because you know what happens. It's like I can't get into it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I like to relive it, but I was there. I was actually in
I like
Tampa.
the moments. I like the moments. You know,
it's not like a good sitcom that lives forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
My brother just ABC needs to show the New York Knicks last championship.
That's true. They've been a sitcom for years.
The Knicks.
Their last championship was on 8mm.
Really? I thought they had to develop that shit in the dark.
I did see a good meme today on
What?
Twitter. It says this is going towards Mr. Olson over here, okay? It showed pictures, it showed a still of Jurassic Park, of the kitchen scene, okay?
Oh.
And the question was, what do you do when raptors are in the kitchen? And the response was, put in LeBron James.
Hold on.
Here it comes, I knew it.
Here it is.
How's that going, LeBron?
Wait, we got as many championships in Cleveland as you guys do in Toronto the last 10 years, so it's all good.
Yeah, how long have we been in the league compared to your team?
A very long time, actually.
Well, we've been since '95.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the
that's
the
a long
Cavs, like that's going Mark Price times, like way past that. Brian Doherty or whatever.
Brian Doherty, Mark.
Oh, yeah,
Brad
but you got to
Mark
remember
Price.
that those guys played against Michael Jordan, man. They
It's
didn't-
true.
And I'll give him. Listen, that was a tough, you know.
Between Cleveland, the Knicks,
Because you know what? The Cavaliers were good in the 90s until
look,
Michael
between
Jordan came along.
Cleveland, the Knicks, and Detroit, they couldn't do shit against Chicago. Yeah,
No.
Chicago owned the fucking Eastern Conference those years.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. It was cute when the Knicks like tried,
Right?
and like the Pacers tried, and then it was only the Pistons. The Pistons were the only ones that.
That could be, the Pistons were the only ones that
Yeah.
owned. They owned Michael in his early years because
All right.
Well,
they
because
won
they
two.
could
It
They
beat
won
hadn't
them up.
back-to-back.
developed yet.
They won back-to-back championships, and Michael hadn't bulked up yet.
It hadn't developed yet.
Right.
That hadn't even bulked up, but he didn't have no enforcers around him either
Correct.
to match up with Lambeer and them fucking roughnecks.
Dude,
Yep.
did anybody have anybody to go against Dumars and Lambeer? Like
No.
really? Like with like
No.
it was, no.
Forget those guys. How about Johnson? Vinny
And Isaiah
Johnson?
Thomas.
Celtics did for a while, but
The
didn't
microwave,
last.
dude. That dude used to come off. He used to come out of freaking warm-ups shooting threes, dude.
Dude,
Out of the
dude,
locker room. Microwave.
I don't know if Nosey's still here, but we're gonna do gaming history. Do you know how badass Lambeer was? He had a video game created for him, and it was called Combat Basketball.
Yes,
The
I
point
remember
of this
that.
was, yes, to try to get hoops, but it was also to go over to a guy and knock him out.
Yes.
Dude, I don't know how many people Bill Lambeer clothesline trying to go down the lane.
And he was from Boston.
Because I'm
Which
gonna
is,
tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. This
17,000.
whole debate lately about Michael Jordan and LeBron James and this
Yeah.
and that. I would dare LeBron James to drive down the lane in the days of the bad boy Pistons.
I would pay to see that.
Yeah, Matt's still here, John. He's just posted.
And he would be on the disabled list quite a few times. He's not to pull
Well,
that bullshit.
I'm talking
He would
about his
be in-
Pistons, and he didn't even care, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
He would be in concussion protocol for the rest of the season.
Exactly. And you know what? With his attitude, he would have got his ass whipped a couple times too. Because
Lambeer
motherfuckers
was a
back
major
then weren't afraid to throw some fists.
Yep.
I remember one classic, Dr. J and Larry Bird. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
That was a heavyweight amongst heavyweights that couldn't
Yeah.
fight.
Stay in
When I
between the
find
lanes.
Matt says
what I
he's
find
driving. That's why he
hilarious,
can't respond.
what I find hilarious is the fact that Jordan still hates Isaiah Thomas to this day.
Is that not? That was some good television last week on that whole bit.
I haven't watched
I'm
one
waiting for
episode.
I'm waiting
of
for
that
the
yet.
whole series to record so I can watch it from one.
Same with me, Elliot. I can't do I can't do it.
Netflix is
can't
going
wait
to
a
have the
week
whole
for each
series that once
episode.
it's done over and done with. Netflix is going to have the whole series. You can watch
I'll
it
go
back
1
to
through
back to back.
10. Fuck it, I'll binge watch. I got shit to do. I'm
Yeah.
at home.
I was hoping it'd be on YouTube, but I can't find it.
No, it's
anywhere
going to be.
yet.
It's only on Netflix, Kenny. It's going to be Netflix.
On
and-
Netflix.
yeah.
No, it's on. It's
Right.
on.
Rick
yeah,
Mahorn. Who's that Lambeer?
It's on Swing. It's on freaking YouTube TV. It's on everything.
I can't remember.
What's that, John?
The Rick Mahorn. There was a fight that he was
Oh,
in.
Rick Mahorn.
Yeah.
Rick Warren. Rick Warren was in a bunch of fights.
Yeah. No, there was this one there. He got clocked, and it was just. I think he was. I
Oh,
can't remember. Was he going? He was going. I can't remember. It was. Yeah. I'm
Back
not.
in those days, you drove the lane. You had Lambeer on one side and Mahorn on the other, and you weren't getting to the basket.
The two towers that would
Nope.
take you
Like
down
I
before you got
said,
halfway down. the lane.
LeBron's career would have been cut short if he was trying that bullshit he be doing today. Okay, back in that era. Because
the current players who I think would really have done good. I think a guy like Steph Curry would have done good in that era.
I think he would have
because of his J. Because he could shoot. He didn't have to. He didn't have to drive. Right.
Lights out shooting, dude.
You couldn't defend it. You had those. You had the totem poles down low. But
look, his offense was as good as a lot of teams' defense.
Yes.
Okay, if not better.
I don't know if anybody physically who could match up with Lambeer and Mahorn today.
Oh no.
Well, physically, no. I'm talking straight up shooting, because Rick Mahorn and Lambeer aren't going out to
And don't forget, Rodman was in that front court too.
Rodman too, right? Yeah.
And he didn't exactly play the Boy Scout when he played basketball.
No.
Okay, so
you
went down that lane against the Pistons.
Not more so.
I'm telling you right now, LeBron would not have survived that era with that kind of physicality. And he wouldn't have had hyperbaric chambers and all the bullshit he has now to get himself into tip-top shape.
You need a chamber, all right, but it wouldn't be hyperbaric.
Michael Jordan did it roughneck style.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Just give me 2 cartons of milk and a fucking stick.
You ever played guerrilla basketball? That's what they played, is guerrilla basketball.
It's fun. It's exciting.
It's amazing. They only won 2 championships in that era. They won 80.
That's because the Bulls got so good they couldn't compete with them.
Yeah.
And here's a question from a couple weeks ago that I forgot to bring up. Who was more of a GOAT, Michael Jordan or Tom Brady?
Who's more of a GOAT?
Who deserves the GOAT title more, Michael Jordan?
I want to say it's Michael Jordan.
I'd say Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not Mr. Tom Brady fan, but he does have rings and this and this and this. But I'd say Jordan. I'm not a LeBron hater though, too.
Right.
Like I rate LeBron right up there as well.
The debate went on about it, and Jordan was. Most people lean towards Jordan. Okay.
Yeah.
But they made a lot of good arguments for Brady because, Jordan possibly could have won 8 straight titles, but he didn't because he chose to leave.
He went to baseball for 2 years.
Baseball.
Right. So
I think he regrets it.
6 NBA finals, he won all 6 in 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough to say. Tom Brady, out of the 18 Super Bowls he could have made, he made it to 9 of them. Half the Super Bowls in an 18-year span, and he won 2/3 of those.
He's been beaten 3 times.
But this is the problem I have with the comparison. It's completely different sports. It's completely different sports.
But it's about the clutch factor.
A lot of Brady's greatness comes from the system, though.
It does.
And
that we're going to find out this season.
Yes, we're going to find out.
Yeah, we're going to find out this season.
Proof
at the same time,
proof positive will be this season if Tom Brady was actually a system quarterback or not.
Now, here's the thing. Jordan had to play both sides of the ball. Football players only have to play one side of the ball.
Correct.
So that's when you compare the greatness and the greatest of all time, I think you got to do sport by sport because how can you say like Wayne Gretzky is on the level of like Jordan in his sport? He is. Gretzky is like Jordan.
It's kind of like when they rationalize pound for pound, who's the best fighter in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just.
But see, John, listen to this though. That's where I think that Bobby Orr was so great because he was great on both ends of the rink.
The only reason Bobby Orr is not the best ever, career cut short.
Yeah.
Here's another thing that
he was as great on the offensive end as he was on defense.
Here's another thing that makes me lean towards Jordan over LeBron is that Jordan left basketball for 2 years, mostly because personal shit. His father died. His mind wasn't right. He decided to live up to a dream of his father's and go play baseball. Right. That obviously didn't work out. He came back, won 3 more titles. That's impressive as hell. But the thing is, the thing that to me that separates Jordan from a LeBron is that Jordan didn't need to go anywhere to win his titles.
It's a good point.
in Chicago.
You stayed with one team.
LeBron couldn't beat Boston, so he had to leave Cleveland to go join forces in Miami with Wade and Bosh.
Right.
That wasn't Jordan's style.
No.
Never was, never would be.
Nope.
Yeah, and that's why I would put Jordan ahead of LeBron. I say LeBron's rated up there. Like, I think LeBron's top 3.
I think he's there with Kobe.
He's definitely top 5.
You're not in the Kobe bandwagon as much as everybody else is, are you, John?
I loved Kobe, man. I thought Kobe playing, dude, he did 81 against the Raptors, man.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta salute it. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
he played two-way basketball too.
Oh yeah, dude, Kobe was legit, man. I think this is the thing with LeBron. No matter what he did, he always made everyone around him better.
Yes.
And to me, that's the sign of a
But he didn't make
fantastic
them
leader.
good enough to win titles and the consistency that Michael Jordan won.
That's why I put
With
Jordan.
one team.
I think Jordan made everybody in the Bulls better.
Yeah, Diggy did too.
But
when Scotty finally got there, it made him even that much more.
The sleeper is Pippen.
Yes.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
think Jordan is Jordan without Pippen.
Look, when they got Pippen and Horace Clark,
And
that
LeBron,
solidified them.
Horace Grant.
Okay.
LeBron
Horace
James has
Grant.
not had a Pippen. He did for a while with Dwayne Wade, and that's about it.
Yeah.
He did not have a Pippen in Cleveland. He doesn't.
Yeah, he had Kevin
He
Love.
may
man.
have one here in LA.
He had Kevin Love when they won the championship. but
Yeah, Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving,
Oh.
nowhere near Pippen, man. I can't rate them. That Pippen is like the best second
But
option
still,
ever.
you know what?
No,
Pippen
but
and Jordan
Pippen-
brought out the best in each other, and that only made Michael better than the best there ever was.
Well, Scotty's
Okay.
his best thing was his defense. Scotty was a great defender.
He was a shutdown defender.
He was a shutdown defender. Granted, he was aggressive underneath the rim too, but he was a great defender, and as was Michael. But Scotty's steals were number one ranked all time on the Bulls.
Mhm.
Number one.
That's why. I still put.
That's why
Jordan
without
top.
Scotty, there is no
But
Jordan.
That's like LeBron. See, this is the thing with LeBron. Like, a lot of haters will never acknowledge this. His assists are always there.
Yes.
Like, all the time. He's actually, LeBron is almost he's like a Gretzky. He's an assist first guy.
Right.
Like, he would rather dish it off to someone else, but he'll still
Right.
put up 25, 30 points.
Now, is that why they used to claim that he was not clutch when it came to the last shot?
Because he would look to dish.
He would rather pass off.
You would rather
But
pass.
that's not what they look for in a player like LeBron James.
Right.
They're not looking for you to make the spectacular pass.
Right.
with
They want
time
him to
running out.
drive or something. Right. Yeah.
Okay, they're looking at you making the damn shot.
Whereas on the other hand,
And
Jordan
that's when Michael turned.
Jordan was the
his
shot.
blood
Jordan was the guy
Jordan
making
was
the
the
last
shot.
shot. Nobody else was making the last shot.
Ice water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like he turned that shit on.
Yeah. Tell me about it. That shot over Craig Neal was epic. Tell me about it.
That was
Yeah.
epic.
Oh,
and
the
that was the
fist bump?
beginning.
That
middle of the
was
air?
cold
Yes.
blooded.
That was the
Cold-blooded.
beginning of the dynasty.
Yes.
Dude.
That
And
is a
that's
shot
what I have
that
to love
Craig
about
Elo
Kobe
has seen
too,
in his
man.
nightmares for the last 20-something years.
Yeah.
Kobe was the same way, man. Just like every time his release, it would go
Kobe
in. It was
give me
just
the
like,
damn
oh,
ball.
Even when they couldn't beat the Celtics, Michael Jordan was putting up 67 points in playoff
Well,
games.
he put up like 63 in a double overtime or an overtime game against Celtics there where they lost.
Yes.
But he put up 63 and was the most valuable player of the game. So I mean,
Do you remember who the Bulls traded to get Scottie Pippen?
I don't know, but was they traded with the Supersonics?
There's a trivia question for your ass right there.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember. I know it was somebody on Seattle. I know it was somebody in Seattle.
Or number 2 for the Bulls that year.
Hmm. I remember Larry
I
Bird
think it was
once said
him
that
and a
63
draft
point game was
choice
the best game he ever
for
saw
Scottie
anyone else
Pippen.
play.
It was him and a draft choice for Scottie Pippen.
I don't know. Was it
Brad Sellers.
Brad
Remember
Sellers?
Brad Sellers?
No.
Yeah, I remember Brad
That's-
Sellers. I remember
that's-
that.
He was part of the trade that got Scottie Pippen to Chicago.
Wow.
Yeah. But Clark, he's still in the air after that. Yeah. But Bill says he thinks Jordan's still in the air after that shot over Elo. I said, yeah, he's still in the air over Elo.
Yep.
pretty
I mean,
much.
somewhere
Oh, he
in
never
Cleveland
came
or Lake
down, did he?
Erie.
No, he never came down.
He never came out. He got stuck in the rafters on that motherfucker.
He's hanging somewhere over Lake Erie right now.
And what
That's
sucks
where
is it
Space
wasn't.
Jam. Hey,
did it
that's
in
where Space
Cleveland,
Jam was
too.
invented.
He did it in Cleveland to boot, so it makes it even hurt more.
Yeah, when the Cleveland had some of the ugliest fucking uniforms in the history of fucking.
Oh, those things were terrible. They were just god awful. Good Lord.
Or what, light blue and orange?
Yeah, and the V in Cavs was a net and a ball going through the net.
Yeah.
There you go. Some of the worst uniforms in sports history. The Houston Astros of the '80s.
About the White Sox in the 80s.
With the fucking
Mhm.
with the shorts.
Yeah, the White Sox with the god awful jersey they had back.
Yeah.
No, but they in the '70s, I think it was, they wore.
70s, they
actually
had the shorts. Yeah.
with shorts on, dude.
No.
They were short.
Here's the worst. The 1970s Philadelphia Flyers with their Cooperalls.
Oh, God.
Google
I
that.
remember those.
Google
I
that.
remember
I'll have to Google that and find out.
Yeah, Google Cooperalls.
Yes, I remember
Oh,
those.
and remember, those
Philly
were
Flyers.
the days. Those
Those
were
were
the
horrific.
days that not one stick of person wore a fucking helmet in that league.
No, that was Bobby Clark days, man.
Are you freaking kidding me with this?
Yeah.
Bobby Clark,
You want
Dave Schultz.
Dave Schultz, Bobby Clark, dude. It was a Broad Street Bullies, man. Dude.
Oh,
But look at those pants.
They had
Them and the
they had
Islanders, man. Them and the Islanders.
they had an orange suit and they had a black suit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's-
I love the logo. I think the Flyers logo is awesome, but those
Yeah.
Cooperalls are
Those
just,
pants are ugly as
oh,
hell.
dude, they were the worst idea ever. Actually, when I used to play hockey, and that was like all the rage in the early '80s. So like we were rocking those for like 1 or 2 seasons, and it was just like.
Hey, Clarky brings up the Steelers Bumblebee uniforms. Those things need to be put in
Those are fucking
those
crappy.
need to be burnt to a crisp.
How about the creamsicle Tampa Bay uniform?
You know what? I like the classic creamsicle. I do. I mean, a lot of the fans around here love
All
it.
I can see is 11 creamsicles running up and down.
All my teams have amazing, epic logos and don't need to change their
Bucko
uniforms.
Bruce. We always thought
Yeah,
he was.
my teams haven't changed their logos either.
I know. When's
Tampa
the
Bay-
last time the Yankees changed it? Right? Like never.
1927, I think it was.
Yeah.
Those Tampa Bay uniforms remind me of a
San
line from
Francisco never changed theirs.
John Candy from Blues Brothers. Orange Whip, free Orange Whip.
Oh God.
It's the best. It's the best.
Worst uniforms ever.
Yeah, there was a lot.
That Green Bay Packer one from whenever that they tried
Oh,
to
the
bring back
one
every
from
now
the-
and again.
Yeah.
Blue
Yeah.
and gold.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not-
that's
One time that
yeah.
was their team colors, blue and gold.
That's terrible.
Or
But
Lombardi.
Niners uniforms in the '90s where you had the raised lettering on the numbers. I didn't like those either.
Oh no.
The year because they were
49ers had
they
those
won the Super
too.
Bowl oh God, it was after Montana was gone and they won that one Super Bowl.
Young,
It was Steve Young.
Steve
Yeah.
Young,
Those
yeah.
those uniforms are just god awful. I hated them.
they were
ugly.
Which ones?
They were horrid.
The ones that had the shadow on the side of the numbers?
Yes.
Matt wants to know if you're going to be a New England fan now, John.
Yeah, I said home.
What?
I think their best uniforms were in the days of Montana, Rice, and them.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, but yeah, I mean, I tell you
Wasn't
what.
it Acme Company that the
Acme
fucking
Meat
Packers?
Acme
Mhm.
Meat Packing Company. That's where they got their name from.
I
Yeah.
thought they were
Yep.
dairy country. I didn't know they were fucking meat country too.
Meat packers. Yep.
Some of the Indians uniforms in the '70s were god awful too. They really were.
Oh yeah, the
Worst,
Indians.
worst
yeah.
Indians uniforms were the ketchup bottle uniforms.
Hey, Chief
Red-
Wahoo has been
red-
ridiculed.
red jerseys, red
Chief
pants.
Wahoo.
Yes. I mean, Chief Wahoo's been retired for the last couple of years, but
Hmm.
you know what? I still got a hat with Chief Wahoo on it. I'll wear it.
And
wherever.
he earned his pension.
Yes, he did.
Remember those, Scott?
What's that?
The ketchup bottle uniforms, red jerseys and red pants.
Yes, I remember those. Those things were terrible.
They were horrible.
The Jays logo from late '90s, early 2000s was god awful. That was horrible. Yeah, you probably don't even remember it. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
I
No.
like the original one.
Oh, the original ones. The baby blue is classic. Like, yeah. Yeah, no, Jays had a horrible logo in the early
Well,
2000s.
Nowadays, some teams just go to too many extremes. They make like 12 alternate uniforms. And,
Well, you can thank the Oregon Ducks for that, by the way. That's where all this news does
come on,
come from.
people.
There'll be one Phil Knight.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
really?
The Oregon Ducks started this whole uniform alternate.
All that glitters ain't gold. Don't
Yeah.
forget that shit.
The color rush jerseys, the neon green from Seattle, the all red in Tampa, which is also god awful.
Oh, the Christmas ones against the Jets and the Bills.
Yes,
Oh, God.
yes, and the Bills all red or all blue, whichever one you want to pick.
No, it was all red, and then the Jets were this really lime green kind
Yeah,
of.
those Nike ones, those Nike special fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
You know what's sad? Some marketing exec got paid billions of dollars to come up with these color schemes and stuff.
And then they fired him right after.
And then they fired him right after. Like, jeez.
Who was
Well, it's like with the Rams logo, the new Rams logo. Someone actually got paid to put that together, and
He was stoned.
yeah, I mean, come on.
Speaking of the Rams, talk about going from riches to rags and like.
Thank God they got a new stadium coming. That will distract the fans from the fact that their team has imploded.
Well,
Not only that, they got to share it
This
with
is actually going to catapult the Chargers' popularity.
Especially if Cam signs there. Like
Right.
like if I don't understand what they like on a business marketing level, you know your competitor in the same city is going downhill. Here you
Cam in
have
LA.
probably one of the most marketable quarterbacks in the league in Cam Newton. Sign his ass.
Cam in LA? Really?
Cam in LA.
That's a
I've been talking
fucking
about that for
no-brainer
6
if I
weeks
ever heard
now.
one.
But what do we know?
Yeah, we don't know shit. And this is why the Chargers never, they tried to come up against us back in, what, 86, I think it was.
Yeah, it was 86. I think it was the 86 Super Bowl against the Niners. Yeah, I think it's right.
6 fucking touchdowns by Steve Young.
Well, yeah, that was
Very first pass of the fucking game, dude.
Yeah, that was actually in the 90s, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was 95.
Very first pass of the fucking game, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
And from there, it was just.
That's the last Super Bowl I did not watch because I could not watch it.
Yeah, I mean, and again, the Chargers redid their uniforms in the offseason as well for this season.
Yeah.
They look pretty sharp. They got the baby blues
Put
coming
Cam
back.
in that motherfucker.
The powder blues look great on that Chargers.
Especially
The
with
blue and the
gold
yellow,
paint,
just perfect. Mwah, I love it.
Now that Melvin
That's
Gordon's
the
gone,
60s look.
Yeah.
you know what
Dude,
I'm
I
saying?
forgot. Where did he sign? I forgot. Denver, right?
No, yes.
Melvin Gordon went to Denver, right?
But
Yes.
you know what? I think they upgraded because Austin Eckler is going to go up next season.
Gurley went to
yeah,
Atlanta and
Dude, Eckler's going to ball out.
Yeah.
Eckler's going to complete the work that fucking Gordon stole from him after week 9.
Yeah, I know.
Because
Well,
Eckler
what
was
sucks is
on
if he
his
goes
way.
to Denver, now he's going to take away Philip Lindsay's touches.
that's true too.
Mhm.
It's like this guy is just the worst, man. He's just like the worst running back, dude. Like,
The best place he could have gone was to Tampa, actually.
yeah, man.
Nobody
Tampa
was
still
giving a
doesn't
shit
really
about
have a running
Rojo
back. Right?
and this other motherfucker. Nobody was going to give a shit about them. Just like Fournette. Fournette should have gone to fucking Tampa.
Yeah, man. I don't know what these guys are waiting for, but Fournette needs to be traded, right?
Well, they
Yeah.
need to save some money for Julian Edelman.
Right.
You gotta save that cap space for Edelman when he decides to bail. You know? He's trying to find a loophole. His contract says he has to be traded to Tampa.
Yeah.
The NFL decided to release the 17-week schedule.
That's next week. Yes, they said they're still planning on everything going off and opening on time. So we'll see.
But 17 is going to go down to 0 really fast.
I know, right?
Coronavirus sticks around and there ain't no vaccine, okay?
It's a real possibility.
If we get a second wave of this shit coming through, it's going to put everything up in the air. So I mean, it's
Dude,
I got to think about that this morning.
Japan's already talking about fuck 2021. We'll just go ahead and scrap this shit.
yeah.
Japan
If
don't
they
even want
start
to
If they have to start season in October, they could conceivably finish it the last week in February
Yes.
and have the Super Bowl, take out the bye week between the conference championships and the Super Bowl
Yep.
and play it the last week.
Well, that would have been XFL time anyway. So
Yes. Well, yeah, but XFL's not coming back either.
see, so
XFL went
with
bankrupt, so they're not coming back either.
that void, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be so hard. I don't know,
17
man.
weeks.
I don't know how I feel about it. Now, you see all these cities opening up early.
Yes, unfortunately.
Didn't Atlanta open up like last week, and their death toll went highest of any day so far in a week?
Whole state of Georgia did.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's.
I swear these governors should automatically be removed from office for making decisions like that.
It's. I mean, I haven't gone anywhere. The last time I was out of I went to. Oh, day before, I think Monday I went out. So was it Monday or no? It was Thursday. I went out to get some supplies. I was only out for a little while, and I have new masks, so I got to use masks for the first time. I have an Indians mask, and I have a couple of Browns masks that I bought. I don't have the Browns mask here; they're out in the room. It's I'm limiting my venturing out in the public. I bought enough food last week to where I don't have to go to the grocery store again for another couple of days. So I mean, it actually did last me over a week. But
I had to keep my loyalty.
There you go. Nice, Elliot. Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, I need to get a drink, guys. I'll be right back.
I got my Niners one coming too.
Oh, nice.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, Niners. Yeah.
Garoppolo
Hi,
and Kittle.
Blaine. What's going on, Blaine?
Hi, Blaine.
Yeah, I seen the Brady Gronk 20 shirt.
Brady Gronk 2020.
Brady Gronk 20, yeah.
Jeez.
They didn't waste no time with that one.
What an absolute mess. Yeah, man. It's exciting. It is exciting. What else is happening? Go sports team. No, I need a Hive mask or a CTP Talk one, Jen. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Thinking of getting one bought. I'm going to create it. I'm into promoting my wares, I'm into promoting my wares on streams. So
You're always doing that.
Well, hell yeah, dude. I got to be a freaking see, it's cool, but like I don't get paid for that shit.
Right.
Like
What if you marketed it?
Well, I can't get any royalties from, like every time I throw up like a logo or something, I can't get royalties from it.
I showed you this last week. My sister made this.
And if you own the rights to it.
Because my sister.
Oh yeah, if you own the rights to it, yeah.
But I had originally purchased these a few weeks ago, and I was under the impression they weren't going to ship until the end of May. So I had my sister send me one, and she sent me an Indians one. But I bought a couple.
You can go on there and find it. They won't have shit till like. They had one date span from May 3rd till July 25th.
Yeah.
What kind of fucking shit is that?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to wait 2 months and still not know when in those 2 months it's gonna fucking come.
Yeah.
Really?
Everything's been slowed down as far as shipping and stuff is concerned. It's not. It's just.
Dude,
it's not just
Amazon's starting to pick up again a little bit.
Hey, talking about Amazon, can we have a sob story? Can I have a John sob story just so you guys feel sorry for me? Okay.
Sure, right now.
It's very important. Like I need the attention.
Well, we
already feel sorry.
We usually have that segment once a week.
I need to have that segment once a week. It's therapy, bro.
You're a Bills fan. We already feel sorry for you. So
don't feel sorry for me, buddy. Circle the wagons, baby. Sorry. No one circles them like the Buffalo Bills.
In that division, I don't feel sorry for him at all.
No, don't feel sorry for me.
Not anymore.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, go ahead, John. What's your sob story about Amazon?
Okay, so this COVID thing sucks, and here's why. Listen, everybody, there's massive amounts of just the news you're getting, the conflicting reports, this and this and this. This is how I'm taking it. I'm listening to the people that are saying stay inside. That's just me. I don't know if the people are saying stay inside, I'm gonna stay inside. I work from home, so it's a little bit different. It doesn't affect my life.
You don't venture out as much as other people do.
Right. So I feel for the people, but at the same time, people are dying, man. It ain't like, it's not like, oh, this is being brushed under the carpet. And listen, people are dying, so just stay the hell inside, whatever.
Yes.
Okay. This is the beef I have. Ready for it? Guess where I can't go?
Post office?
Bookstore. I haven't gone to a bookstore in 2 months now.
Oh God.
Now,
why?
I feel sorry for
You know why?
Ours
You know
are closed,
why?
too.
You know why bookstores would probably be some of the last ones? Because all those surfaces that could contract or hold the virus.
Yes.
Books,
Yes.
shelves.
So
Browsing the
it
books and
sucks.
magazines.
I get it. It sucks. But see, as a person who, like, this is honestly, call me weird, but one of the more enjoyable activities I have in my life is grabbing a Starbucks coffee and walking up and down the aisles in a bookstore. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I can totally
So
understand.
this week,
Me too.
God, it hurt. It hurt this week. I had to go to freaking Amazon, man.
Are you a Kindle guy?
God.
Are you a Kindle guy?
No.
No, he has to have the
It's
book
just-
in his hand,
it's
feels the
books,
pages.
books.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be.
John's got to have to have the hardcover book in his hand.
Dude, I bought a book online this week, and it just felt weird. I
You
even
feel
went and
dirty?
got a big, huge coffee and started drinking it while I was looking at the website. Bro, it wasn't the same. Like I tried.
Not quite.
So so basically the coffee was your blanket,
Trying to make you feel like the same thing walking up and down the aisles. There you go.
like Linus from the Peanuts.
The blanket was Linus from the
That was
Peanuts.
your
Yes,
security
yes.
blanket. Your coffee
It was my.
your blanket.
It was to feel a little bit of normalcy, but it didn't work at all.
No, it
Like-
just made you feel dirty, didn't it, John?
It felt me. I felt like I was cheating.
Yeah.
Like I literally felt like I wanted to go, dude. First of all, the bookstore that I go to has this loyalty card that I use all the time. I get 10% off. I get a whole bunch of discounts all the time when I use it.
Right.
Couldn't use it, because the website doesn't. Their website, they have a fantastic bookstore, but the Canadian bookstore up here, their online shopping is just meh. You got to go to Amazon. Amazon's got everything.
Yeah.
So
John, do you have Barnes and Noble in Canada?
No, it's called Chapters Indigo up here.
Oh.
That's the big one, and then there's another
Books
one.
A Million?
Nally Robinson, which is another one. But
We got a Books A Million here in Lakeland, but
You got Books A Million.
yeah, we got those down here.
we don't
Ours
see. That's the
closed.
thing. You guys got all the best bookstores down there, man.
Yeah, Books
But
A
their
Million.
website sucks.
Oh, nothing beats
Barnes-
Amazon.
Barnes and Noble has Starbucks
You know
coffee
what I
shop
can't-
inside. So
That's same here. Chapters Indigo, same thing. It's got Starbucks.
You know the
inside.
kind of business that really gets under my fucking skin? Is the kind of business that has a website, but yet they won't price match their own website. Have you ever had that happen?
No, what do you mean? Like they don't update their prices on the line?
No. Like you go to the store and they'll say, okay, $49.99. I say, well, on your website it says $39.99. This used to happen a lot
And
before.
they won't price match it. Okay, I got
And
you.
they won't price match it because the website is independent of the store. I'm like, it's the same fucking company. Where's the money going?
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey, Brett.
weird.
Brett's in the house, guys.
Motherfuckers, man.
Our
So
resident.
you're gonna make me order it online so I can save $10 and then waste my money on gas getting my fucking ass up.
Yeah, I can see it. Going back to Jen's comment, John, I can see it. You're going to get up at 6 a.m. You're going to grab your coffee and you're going to walk the bookstore all freaking day. The first day of quarantine.
Dude, and then I'm gonna spend that check that I'm getting too.
Yes.
You want stimulus? There you go, buddy. I'll stimulate the book.
He's going to spend all $2,000 in that freaking bookstore.
Single-handedly, bro. And then, if they're smart, they'll do something because these are the deals that always get me. It's like buy 3, get 1 free. It's like,
You're done.
it's like, oh, yeah.
That's like me at Publix and the BOGOs in Publix. I always
Yeah.
go for the BOGOs in Publix. Yes, me too. It could be some shit I don't even need. It's buy one, get one.
Dude, I haven't even read half of the books on my bookshelf. It's like collecting cards for me. It's like I just like looking at them. I pick it up and, I'll read this one day.
He's gonna send a shiver up the back spine of the books.
Bro, feel sorry for me, please. So
I feel sorry for you, John. I know how addicted you are to that whole experience in books and all that stuff. And
Sorry, man.
Thank
half
you.
the
know
books
what?
books you have, you don't read because you're reading something.
John,
You get caught up.
I can empathize. You know
And
why?
now that you got 2 little ones, you got less time to read as it is. So I mean,
Right.
no, I make sure they get knocked out. So not
why?
that way.
little alcohol in there.
I'm a
Yeah, a
fucking
little.
I'm a big Best Buy nut, okay? And I really hate that I got to drive up to the store and wait for somebody to come out of the store to bring me my shit.
Well, I'm a Bed Bath and Beyond guy, because I like their
They still
kitchen
got those
section,
open?
I do too.
their cookware section with all the kitchen gadgets and all the cookware. And all
Right.
that stuff.
The middle-aged guy with cats makes total sense now.
Okay.
Total sense.
Well, and again, you can't forget, I was a cook for 16 years in the industries too, so that's part of my deal. I
I'm
like
screwed,
kitchen stuff. So,
I'm screwed.
I do too. I like
and,
that. Having been.
and Bed
Hey,
Bath
you
&
should
Beyond,
go
I
on
get lost.
Wayfair.
I get lost in that store because I'm in there for an hour and don't buy a goddamn thing because I'm just window shopping and walking up and down the aisles.
That's what I do at the bookstore. The
Fascinating.
only thing I usually always buy is a coffee. Other than that, I might not get a book. I just love going up and down the aisles.
You know, the one
I
thing you
go,
miss the
I go to the
most,
magazine
the
section.
one thing that misses the most is the fact that you're not getting in your normal exercise routine by going and walking up and down the mall or walking around the bookstore. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
do it. There you go. That's an exercise.
And if I was at the office, I'd get exercise too because I'd be walking
You move around all day, right?
move around the
Going
office,
back and
being
forth.
right here all the time. So yeah,
So we all become sedentary.
That's why I got the stand-up desk, man. Like, if I didn't have this, man,
more so than normal.
I've had this shit for years, dude.
it's great. I
Yes,
highly
yes,
recommend
yes.
them, man. They're the best.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I got this chair. My wife bought it for me for Christmas. I hate it. Yeah, I know.
Is it one of those gaming chairs?
Yeah, it's a gaming chair, and I don't even game anymore. Sorry, nosy. Hey, jeez. So it's just not comfortable, man. Like I like the big, huge, big, fat guy ones, the ones that I usually get.
Well, and the one
Those
I
are
have,
best.
I mean, I've bought the big and tall chairs off the web,
That's what I need. Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
And I actually, when we moved our office a year ago,
You need one of those Tony
they were
Montana
selling
chairs.
chairs that weren't going to go with us to the new place. And I bought one. I'm sitting in it now, and it's comfortable. It supports me. It has it, you know, because my biggest thing is any chair I buy, the up and down vertical always goes out on them eventually, to where now I'm all in the lowest setting and I can't get the thing to stay
That's
up
a flaw in
Mhm.
all of them.
where I need to be. You know what I'm saying?
I hate
That's a
those.
flaw in all of them.
Yes.
Dude, we sound like a bunch of
Well,
old
we're four big
grandpas,
guys.
don't we?
Four of us are
We
pretty
are.
big.
Just whining and complaining. I hate
John,
this. I hate this.
You need the Scarface leather high back.
That's what I'm saying.
With
Yeah,
your- with
man.
your
Like, 12 feet tall and you're tiny little,
Yes.
Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Grown.
Mm,
And then you got a
Leather
pile of your
throne.
favorite food or whatever in front of you.
right.
Not cocaine, food.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Guys, you want the good news or the bad news?
Yeah,
Good news is that I love you all.
but you're leaving us, aren't
That
you?
is-
Well, yeah, this is why, because they shut all the stores down super early now. So if I literally got like 30 minutes before the store closes here. So I got to
Oh.
get something for the kids
All right.
before it closes. So
Okay.
hugs to all. Thanks for
Gotta do what you gotta
having
do,
me.
John. Get some stuff for the
Rubber
kids.
hug back.
Yeah, man. May the force be with you. Be
Yep.
good to each other.
Drive careful,
Always.
wear a mask, and be safe.
Yeah, man. Bye, guys.
The fourth is with us tomorrow.
Yes.
feet.
May the 4th.
feet, motherfucker.
Yes. Later.
May the 4th is tomorrow, and they are going to be in the last episode of the Skywalker series will be on Disney Plus tomorrow.
It's also my brother's birthday tomorrow, so
Happy birthday to
I rented it, but I forgot what happened.
Oslo
because I did rent it one night and watched it, but because I was a little tipsy, I forgot everything that happened in the movie. I don't remember the. So I'm gonna stream it tomorrow night when I get off work. So and watch it sober. Jeez.
that's one thing I can honestly say. I've never been drunk enough to buy a DVD and then forget I've bought it.
Well, see, my problem is when I'm drinking, I'm not allowed to buy anything offline.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to. I don't. I'm
bad
not
idea.
buy anything.
So he doesn't go offline, he goes online.
Yeah, I don't drunk
Bad
buy anything.
combination.
So, but yeah, I'm actually just finished up. I told you guys last weekend I was doing a Marvel binge watch. I
Mhm.
finished up to Infinity Wars today, so now I got Ant-Man and the Wasp and Endgame left to go. So, I forgot how depressing Infinity Wars was. Oh my god, so freaking depressing. But yeah, I mean, Disney Plus has the majority of them, but I had to watch Infinity Wars off of Netflix, and then Ant-Man and Wasp is also on Netflix. So and then I'll be able to watch Endgame on Disney Plus. So it's been fun doing that. But now, and I'm probably now that The Rise of Skywalker is going to be on Disney Plus tomorrow, I'll probably do a binge watch of all 9 films. As much as I hate the first 3, I'll still watch them. Meaning the first 3 in the chronological order. I meant is what I'm saying.
Right.
The prequels. Yeah.
And it's a Canada Dry moment here on the
Nice, Elliot. Nice.
Too bad that John had to leave before you put that out.
Yeah, he gets 1 brag per show, and he already used the Toronto one, so I figured I'd hold the Canada Dry back until he was gone.
That's my brand. Love Canada Dry.
Because usually when he shows up at the beginning of the show, he leaves early.
Well, no, not necessarily. I mean, he leaves. I mean, when
most of the time.
Not last few weeks. He's
I didn't say if he did. I'm just saying most of the time.
Right.
If you count back.
And last week, what he normally does is before we say our goodbyes, he's out of here. He's gone. At 8:30, he's gone. So, but that's okay. I mean, that's John. As long as he gives us good content, I love it. He's a staple of the show. So,
I'm not complaining.
I don't blame him. Jen, you have to see Infinity Wars. It's depressing, but you need to see it anyway because it's part of the timeline. You have to see it. It's ungodly depressing, but it is what it is. Daredevil, Brett? No, I don't want to watch Daredevil. I mean, if you're talking about the television show, maybe, but not the movie because the movie with Ben Affleck or not Ben Affleck. Was it Ben Affleck? No, it was Ben Affleck and
Ben Affleck.
Was terrible. That was a god awful movie. I heard the TV show was good because it had what's his face from Law and Order on it as Kingpin. I forget off the top of my head.
God. I know who you're thinking of. I think
Kingpin. That should sound like something from a Street Fighter game or something. Yeah.
Kingpin's a classic comic character, dude. Kingpin was one of Spider-Man's biggest rivals way back in the day. Come on.
Daredevil's the movie where Affleck and Jennifer
met.
First hooked up.
Yeah.
When I got married shortly after that. Divorced since then.
Yeah, but that was a bad movie.
Yeah.
Okay, Brett. Yeah, the Netflix series. I heard the Netflix series was good. So I'm thinking about binge watching that too.
Can I bring another sports subject up?
Yes,
quick?
Absolutely. This is what we're a sports show. Do it.
Did you guys see the fantasy Kentucky Derby yesterday between the 13?
Secretariat. Yeah, I did see the highlights of Sports Center on that. Yes. And Secretariat won of the 12 horses in that race.
The Secretariat win in 72, was it?
Yeah, Secretariat won in 72, and he won by like 30 lengths or whatever it was at the time.
Yeah, he fucking
that was Belmont.
And then yesterday,
He ran away with all
yesterday
three,
with the
but
12, there was 12 past Kentucky
Triple Crown winners.
Was it 12 Triple Crown winners?
Triple Crown winners, yeah.
Okay.
It was
And Secretary only won by about a length and a half at that point. Yeah, and you know, and I'm like, that's not realistic.
no, it's not realistic. I think you'd have won by 3 to 5.
Yes,
lengths.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Seattle Flu led for most of the race, and then they kind of opened up right at the head of the stretch, and Secretariat blew right through, and school's out.
Yeah, I think Secretariat was the greatest racehorse in the history of the sport.
He's the most beautiful horse I've ever seen.
And,
absolutely beautiful, chestnut red.
They didn't give him any decent credit in that.
And his jockey was no slouch either.
Yeah.
No, he sure wasn't. I don't think I'll ever see another horse that good again.
No. Did you see last year's that one horse race where they freaking disqualified the winner and gave it to the long shot?
Last year's Kentucky Derby, yeah. For some reason, I had a feeling, just a weird feeling as they crossed the finish line that something strange was going to happen. And sure enough, they disqualified him. And
Brett, I love it when Brett comes to the show because he always brings content as a visitor. He wants to know who we think made out the best in the draft.
Yes, And he also puts out good content on the Facebook page too.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He's always keeping us up to date.
Now, who do you guys think made out best in the draft?
Wow.
And we know it's not Green Bay. Sorry, Katie.
I'd say Dallas was one. Dallas did really, really good in the draft. Okay?
Dallas did a fantastic job.
Yep, that's one of the rare years Jerry Jones.
The worst for a team that should have known better was Green Bay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I nearly have to go Miami.
I really think Tampa did a great job as well.
Well, you know what? Tampa did a good job in the draft, but I think Miami did better.
I think Miami will be my number one. I think.
Yeah, I think Miami did better.
See, here's the thing with Miami. They couldn't have done much worse than they were anyway.
No, but you know what?
Anything's of an improvement in Miami.
Picking up Tua is going to end up being, in my opinion, is going to be a bright spot for the Dolphins because there's always there's this big question and big mystery about how good he could be after that injury. And we all know it's a comparable injury to what Bo Jackson went through back in the early 90s in his career. However, because medicine technology has come so far, they were able to fix it much better and more thorough than we were able to above. What do you got to say, Elliot?
I don't agree.
What's that?
I said I don't agree.
You don't think you don't think Tua is going to be a sleeper in the draft? You think the injury is going to hurt him?
Well, it's like this. To me, it's like this. Okay, Tua suffered an injury that the fact that he's young, gave him a better than average shot to recover from the injury and come back. However, but his first experience of a comeback on the field is going to be at NFL speed level.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not saying he's going to be great out of the box. He's going to struggle. I'm just saying,
with an injury like that, you can easily wind up recurring that injury.
Anything can happen.
I mean, especially when you got big motherfuckers that are faster than small motherfuckers.
But in the NFL, any given play can be a player's last. Joe Theismann. Look at what happened to Alex Smith 2 years ago. I mean,
that was a freak play.
I think there's enough protection to protect him, Brett. I really do. He wants to know if there's enough protection to enough protection to help Tua.
The play he got hurt on at Alabama was actually a late hit out of bounds.
Late hit. He was scrambling. He was scrambling to the outside.
Nothing to protect you for that.
Yeah.
So if I had to grade the top three, I would probably go Miami 1, Dallas 2, and Baltimore 3.
Yeah, Baltimore had a good draft too. Yes, I agree.
Ravens might even be number 2. So those would be my top 3.
As much as I hate to admit,
it's going to be interesting to watch. Deshaun Watson with no DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh.
What the hell is Texas doing? Houston, what are they doing?
Did they even pick up a receiver in the draft?
They did. I don't know who he is, but they did. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a pretty good one too.
They got
Look, what they can
Randall
hope
Cobb
for
from
is
the Cowboys.
What they can hope for is that David Johnson flashes back to what he was 2 or 3 years ago.
He won't.
Well, anything's possible. But I mean, I'm rooting for the guy because I think that one injury basically cost him his fucking career, basically.
It was a hand injury. Was it a hand injury?
I think.
It was a hand, a broken wrist.
Yeah.
Hand wrist,
First game of the season. I mean, you know how many people drafted David Johnson first in fantasy that season?
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of us. I don't know if it was me or not, but there's people that draft. Yeah.
I'm just saying, And
I don't know. There's a couple of general manager things.
They need more out of their receiver because Will Fuller, he's only going to play like 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, because he's an injury waiting to happen.
Yep.
Hamstring waiting to happen.
Yeah. I happen to think that Cleveland did pretty well in the draft. I don't know they did as well as Miami, Dallas, or Baltimore.
Did okay, yeah.
But I don't think San Diego did too bad either.
That kid Wills that they drafted out of Alabama, he's actually a natural right tackle, but they're going to move him to the left side. Okay, and he's got enough natural ability there where I think they think that the movement from, I mean, Bill Callahan's going to be the offensive line coach, so he's got a great coach as far as the offensive line is concerned. And they're going to move him from right to left tackle to protect Baker's blind side.
Protection Baker will be looking for. Yeah.
I can't see that it's going to be a bad deal. I think Baker's going to have one of the better offensive lines in the league. And what's nice is he's actually got a coach and coordinators that can call plays and can create a system around him to make him a better player. Look for Baker to have a bounce back third year. I think he's going to be fine. You know, he's still got the weapons. He's
better if he wants to see a fourth year.
Well, yeah, he's still got the weapons. We got Hooper from Atlanta. Okay. And
Callahan will call most of the running plays.
Yep. And we got the two studs in the back. We got the two studs on the outside. We've got a slot receiver because the Browns re-signed Hollywood, and he actually took less money to stay with Cleveland as opposed to going for more money somewhere else.
But Tampa still has a better offense. Do you see Tampa Bay's tight end core? They got 3 number 1 tight ends on any.
Oh, I know that, and in my opinion, they need to take. I mean, I think Bruce wants to run a double tight end set like they do that they're going to do in Cleveland.
Dude, they want to play smash mouth. They're going to put 3 fucking tight ends in at once and dare somebody to stop the fucking run on short.
Well, they got to get a running back first, Elliot. They haven't got a decent running back.
Look, Jones is not a bad running back. They made some improvements to their line. They got more pieces out there that's going to open up the running game a little bit. When you got a quarterback that's throwing 30 interceptions, it's hard for you to run up a running game.
That's something else I want to get into as well, as far as Jameis going with New Orleans, because that's an important point. Okay, Jameis also went for the less money to go to New Orleans and sit in the same quarterback room as Drew Brees and Sean Payton. Okay, he's going to learn how to play quarterback in that room. He's going to learn how to play it, and I think everybody is underestimating the LASIK surgery he had in the offseason, because the way his eyes were before, even contact lenses weren't helping him.
Right.
Okay, so I think the LASIK surgery is going to be underrated as far as how much it's going to help him be able to play quarterback. Now, I don't know that he gets any time this year unless Drew Brees goes down with injury. It's not going to happen, okay? But he's going to have an opportunity to become better in that New Orleans system.
Jameis's issue, I think his biggest issue, okay, is that he doesn't think things through. He doesn't think a play through. He is so easy to read as far as who the receiver he's going to go to.
Because he doesn't look down. He doesn't look the safety off. He doesn't do checkdowns.
He doesn't do checkdowns or anything.
He eyes his receiver as soon as he comes out of the set.
And he's too risky. And the thing is that he's going to be playing behind a guy who's really risky, but is really good at it.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can Jameis translate his talents that he has kind of similar to what Brees likes to do?
Are we in agreement? Are we all in agreement that Jameis has natural talent as a quarterback?
Yes.
Because when he's on, he's dead balls accurate. He's great.
Yep.
Okay. It's when he's under pressure and he takes chances, that's when he makes mistakes.
Right.
And that's the thing, is that the bottom line is you can coach a guy till eternity, and if he still can't tap into common sense,
if you can't translate that from the video room to the field, that's the issue. Okay. Jameis was very popular in Tampa, still is, because he still does things in the community.
From a philanthropist standpoint, yeah.
Because he's still a major player in the philanthropy scene in Tampa.
The last I checked, philanthropy doesn't win you.
No, it doesn't win you championships, but he's very popular because of what he does off the field.
What is Jameis's hometown? Where's he from?
I do not know. I honestly don't know. I know he went to Florida
He's
State.
a Florida guy, isn't he?
He won a national championship with the Seminoles.
Yeah. But I'm saying
I think he is a Florida guy. I'm not sure where, but I think he is a Florida guy. Yes.
The guy makes bad decisions at the worst possible time.
And again, I think the laser surgery he had in the offseason is going to correct a lot of those.
I probably could. Because look, a lot of what he was doing last year, throwing so many interceptions, was he was throwing into traffic and not seeing his proper receiver.
I hope the LASIK helps him with his reading ability to get into the playbook,
right?
And film and all that, because that's all he's going to see for at least one season.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If he stays in New Orleans.
Brett says that he thinks Winston should swallow his pride. I think with the deal he took with New Orleans,
I think that's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing. He's swallowing his pride. Yes.
And he can still get some good crab legs in Louisiana.
Probably get some good jambalaya too, but let's not go there. I wish nothing but the best for Jameis. I hope he finds a home. I hope he finds a. You never know. He could end up being the heir to Drew Brees, because we all think Drew Brees has already signed a TV contract.
Yeah.
But when he retired,
Drew Brees is done after this season.
I think Drew Brees plays one more season. He's done.
I think he is too.
Okay. Which tells me that Jameis has this opportunity to become the heir apparent in New Orleans.
He's got a window.
He's got a very small window.
But it closes quick. You see what I'm saying?
He has to take advantage of his opportunity that it's been given to him. And I think that's why he took less money to go with New Orleans, so that he could learn under Drew and under Sean Payton better.
Well, and the thing is that
Sean Payton's the best.
Going under a quarterback that has the same mentality as far as
when you're talking about Drew Brees, you put him up there with the Peyton Mannings and the Tom Brady's and of the NFL. You really do.
Look, he's got a Hall of Fame guy in front of him. He needs to take full advantage of that shit.
Mm-hmm. He needs to be a sponge in that quarterback room.
Right.
And Sean Payton's one of the greatest teachers in the NFL. And you know what? You can't deny Drew Brees' resume. I mean, I love him. I love what he does with his kids. I love what he does on the field. I mean,
outside of Bountygate, Sean Payton, straight up guy.
Well, I think that was all Greg Williams, to be honest with you. I don't think Sean Payton.
You know what? It all filters back up.
Because he's the head coach, it still falls on him.
He's the one that answers for everything.
And that's why he got a year suspension for it too. So that's,
he has to answer for the things that even the lower level people had to answer for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can't escape that one. It's all good though.
Brett, no, Cam Newton has not found a team. We still think he needs to be in Los Angeles and the Chargers. So
because Tyrod Taylor's not going to last but about a few games.
And you know what? That rookie's not going to do very good coming out of the gate either.
No. They need to sign Cam and do it right away.
Because if the moment the Chargers sign Cam, the Chargers become the best team in LA.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're the best team in LA right now.
I think they are too, but still.
Because the Rams are going to be garbage, dude.
And
I don't know what's going to happen with Rams.
The Raiders are going in a new stadium this year.
They scored 3 points in the Super Bowl. That's what happened. They haven't recovered since.
Yep. So
that was very possibly the worst Super Bowl I've ever seen.
You guys did see that the Raiders signed what's his face from Tennessee?
Mariota?
Yeah, Marcus Mariota. You did see that, right?
He fits in the Raiders uniform.
Well, Mariota was John Gruden's favorite coming out of college when he was drafted. So that's why Gruden picked him up. He loved Marcus. He loved him.
Then Derek Carr needs to watch out.
Yeah, and the Dolphins released Taco Charlton.
I hated to see that because I was hoping Taco would be a good defensive.
Well, he was popular coming out of college. He was.
Did you see
never materialized.
No.
Did you see the guy that the 49ers drafted, the defensive lineman in the first round?
No.
Got his name, but anyway, that was the one where they called his name and then his dad fell off the couch.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. Yes, I remember seeing that.
That just fell off the fucking couch.
Kenny, you got to be pretty optimistic about the Cowboys this year.
I was kind of surprised that they didn't pick up. I was kind of surprised that they didn't pick up one of those receivers like Judy or Lamb.
There were 36 receivers in the draft.
Yeah.
Here, they got drafted. There were 36 receivers drafted. Not one of them went to Green Bay. Sorry, Katie. None of them.
But they got a quarterback.
She's picked up Taco Charlton. He's gonna be in Kansas City.
Oh.
For Brett. And Brett's a Chiefs fan, so he should know.
Yeah, he was. And he likes tacos too.
Yeah. Well, Kenny, I was going to ask you. Do you have optimistic hopes for the Cowboys this year?
Cautiously, yes.
Okay.
Cautiously
Depends on
optimistic.
Dak.
Yeah.
But do you think Dak?
I think Dak will sign. I just don't know when.
They franchise tagged Dak for this season, didn't they?
Yeah. They still got till July 15th to sign him, and for the tag to not go through. But
you think they're gonna sign him to get
I suspect they probably will. I think they could be very, very good on offense. Defense is going to be the big factor because secondary got a big improvement this year. Line got a little bit. They didn't. I'm not sure they got the linebacker they were looking for, and Sean Lee is.
Well, Sean Lee's injury prone.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great player. Don't get me wrong. I love Sean Lee because he's a great player.
Yes.
But he is injury prone. It's mostly, and I think I'm not sure it's mostly concussions, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and you know what? The guy that fucking basically replaced him kind of fell into the same fucking problem this past season.
Yes.
Vanderesh.
Yep.
He got a fucking injury that put him out, and now he's questionable.
If they can get some good linebacker play this year, and
they need durable linebackers.
They definitely need durable linebackers. I think they've got enough front four pass attack that they'll be able to handle most teams' rushing attacks. They get some, pass pressure on. That'll help out quite a bit. The defense is going to be the key. If they can get a decent, defensive play this year, offense is going to take them the rest of the way. So they, like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic.
What do you think of CD Lamb taking 88?
He wanted 10, and Jerry, for some reason, offered him 88, and I think Jerry wanted him to be the next, Drew Pearson,
Des Bryant, or Michael Irvin.
I'm sorry, but that number should have been retired with Drew Pearson.
Well, the number should have been retired with Drew Pearson. Yes, I agree, because I'm a big Drew Pearson fan, and I honestly believe that Drew Pearson should be in the Hall of Fame, but he's not, which is an outrage. But think about the lineage of that number in Dallas.
Yeah,
you got three guys that should all three be in the Hall of Fame. Only one of them are. Okay.
One of them is, yeah.
Okay.
Well, Dez is never going to the Hall of Fame.
No, Dez is not going to go in the Hall of Fame because of what happened.
Should be.
Yeah, he should
Irving
be. If he'd have played straight through without all the drama, he'd be considered one of the greatest running receivers of all time.
If he would have caught that ball in Green Bay.
Yes.
Although they should have never been there because they should have lost to fucking Detroit.
Right. True.
Detroit gave that game away.
I'm interested to see if he lives up to the lineage on that number because I was surprised they allowed him to get it. I was surprised. I was
surprised he won this number 10. I mean what the significance of 10 was, but I think I don't think he's not going to turn down 88. But
well, no, and now he becomes your number one receiver too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see them use him as a punt returner also because I think he'd be
Wait a minute. What about
we needed one for.
I think you know what, Elliot. I think he becomes better. I really do. I know where you're going.
Do what?
Who?
CeeDee Lamb. I think he becomes better. I know you're talking about what's his face? They got from Oakland.
Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper. I think CeeDee Lamb is going to be a better receiver than Amari Cooper. I really do.
I understand, but he's going in as number 2. No matter how
going into the season, probably number 2. Yes. I mean, did they keep Randall Cobb or did he go somewhere else?
Cobb went to Houston.
Okay, so Cobb's in Houston.
Yeah.
I think the guy that's going to be big for them is Gallup.
Gallup is real good.
Michael Gallup?
Either Gallup or Lamb's going to be the punt returner this year. So
Dude,
Gallup did a
Michael
decent
Gallup's-
job with punt returning.
Michael Gallup's a beast, just like that kid up in DJ Metcalf up in.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Someone step on the dog?
No, the dog has like a bad rib, and if you pick him up the wrong way, he.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Ouch.
All right. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. Michael Gallup is a great, yeah. I mean, I still think CeeDee Lamb becomes number 2, and I think Gallup goes to the slot, which wouldn't be a bad deal for Gallup.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
Who were you talking about, Elliot?
DK Metcalf of Seattle.
DK Metcalf,
Mhm.
yes, yeah.
He's another
I love
beast
that kid. I love him.
He's fast.
and
Very
big.
fast. Big, too. Yep.
He goes and gets the ball, man.
Yep. All right, fellas. Another week gone by with another 90 minutes filled. Not bad for a few amateurs, huh? Love it.
Wow.
And imagine that all the elder statesmen are the ones that are here.
The elder statements are the one holding up the shop this week. Well, the kids, John quit early on us, and Bob didn't show up. So
Taking it to the line.
right. All right. So the sports nerds are done for this week. I want to thank everybody that showed up to watch the show tonight. I apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning of the show. I'll be more prepared for it next week. I promise. Elliot, Kenny, you guys have a great week. Stay safe. Stay home.
That's the plan.
All right. And we'll see you guys next Sunday at 7 p.m. On behalf of my buddies Kenny Coslow, Big E, Elliot Lamba, and John G. Olson, I am the sports nerd, Scott Wright. Y'all have a great night and a great week, and we'll see you next week, 7 p.m. See ya.
Peace.